What's up, everybody? It's the Roundtable Sports Podcast. Today, we're taking a look at the top 50 plays from Justin Herbert in 2020. And Justin starts the video off with some wheels and some toughness, getting the touchdown first, and then plowing over this guy. Yeah, the guy makes the tackle, but Justin's the one that gets up on that play. And I do like Justin's toughness and getting into that game right there, not knowing he was going to start and playing as well as he did was a great sign for his greatness going forward. I also appreciate the running ability, not only when he's getting yards, beyond the line of scrimmage, it's also his ability to step up in the pocket and, get himself more time or roll out and throw on the run. He's got all those different tricks in his bag. And then, of course, you throw on the big trick, which is the laser rocket arm that is attached to his right shoulder. Justin vaulted onto my God tier as far as NFL arms go currently. It's him, Patrick, Josh Allen, and Matt Stafford that reside on this tier. Aaron Rodgers is right there as well, but Justin just has such a big arm. You can see that he can hit every part of the field with his arm, whether it's on the run, whether it's in the pocket, all of those different things that you need to have in today's NFL, especially for Justin in this year when the offensive line wasn't really up to snuff, run blocking or pass blocking really. These are the plays where he actually had some pocket or was able to create some extra time himself. And for someone to come in and already be doing a lot of these things, and then you throw the God tier arm on top of it, it's a situation for success for the LA Chargers. And I think they should thank their lucky stars that they had Justin fall to them where they did. They didn't have to move anywhere. They just got a franchise guy that they can plug in that has enough of the wheels and the mobility to fit in today's NFL while still having that classic huge arm that he could take advantage of all the things you need to still be able to do from the pocket. You just have to be able to move in addition to having those things in today's NFL, especially when the offensive line isn't giving you a lot of support. I mean, Carson Wentz wasn't getting a lot of support either, just like Justin was, but Justin was able to adapt better and was able to thrive under that pressure. And certainly it wasn't perfect by any means. There was a lot of plays I would have liked to have seen him made throughout the season, but you don't really judge a rookie on those type of things. You judge him on the flash plays and can you see him, as a polished guy in the future, what you see him as. And I see Justin as an all-pro, a perennial all-pro at this point because, man, the arm talent, the decision-making, I mean, it wasn't perfect as a rookie, but the fact that it was as good as it was as a rookie is really startling, and it just all came together for him. I think it's a perfect situation. Certainly having Keenan Allen and Mike Williams is optimal. He had Hunter Henry in this system. They have replaced him with Jared Cook, so I like that. And I really like that they've rebuilt the offensive line in its entirety, having Rashawn Slater fall to you, bringing in Corey Linsley at center, Matt Filer at guard. I mean, they've made other moves to add to their depth as well. I just love the way that they're investing in the offense. Plus, you add Joe Lombardi to the situation. I don't know that I've seen a ton of his play calling, but at the same time, I'm excited to see a Saints mind be the way that they go on the offensive side when you hire a defensive coach. It's very important what kind of OC that you hire for your offense. And it's very important to me that Justin get a good offense and be protected because he is such a good quarterback. And I want to watch him play for many, many years because his quarterback play raises my blood pressure. It makes me excited to watch him throw the ball. It's exhilarating to watch it whiz through the air. I got to think it has a sound when it's going through the air, and you have to brace yourself as a Chargers wide receiver when it's coming in because that thing is really going. But it also looks very catchable as well. It doesn't look like he's overthrowing it at all. It looks like he's just able to put it wherever he wants on the field and reach whatever part of the field he wants. And that's a big time thing, especially when he can do all the other things that you want. I don't see any incomplete parts of his game. He can improvise. He can be on schedule. He can do all the different things you need to do do as a quarterback. He can obviously throw the fade when he needs to. So giddy up. If this guy can just continue to get better, which I don't see any reason he's not going to, then the sky's the limit. I mean, look at him just kind of throw that off his, not off his back foot, but I mean, he wasn't really squared up either and can just hurl it down the field. And then he's also nimble as well. Sign me up for the whole thing. Fantasy, the Bolts getting better overall, just the whole thing. And then, the owners of the Bolts should also be really excited. They are having trouble, establishing a foothold, and now you actually have something marketable. You have a franchise quarterback. I was just really worried that they were going to screw it up, and quite to the contrary. I'm so proud of them for the moves that they're making. To my eye, I think it's a big deal for them to have invested the way they've invested in their offense and around Justin. I think it's their whole future in LA at this point is to have him healthy and to have him crushing it. And I absolutely think he's capable of that with his laser rocket arm going forward. It's just really a question of him grinding and him continuing to improve his game. I got to think that actually having an offseason this time to grow with his teammates might make a difference. And I think him being so well prepared going into the season where there was barely any offseason, we saw it on Hard Knocks as a matter of fact, for him to be as prepared as he was to start that game and then continue to progress in the season kind of speaks to how good the guy's probably going to be at grinding it anyway. So why wouldn't you want to bet on that?